All right, let's talk about Jalen Hurts. Let's talk about the Eagles.
Let's do it.
Let's talk about how the try-hard in the gym here at the hotel.
Oh, man, I can't wait to troll him today.
Really isn't trying that hard, I guess, to find the next Eagles offensive coordinator, which they settled on Shan Mannion. But a couple of weeks ago, Nick Sirianni was up there doing his end-of-season press conference, and the question was asked, okay, how much is Jalen Hurts going to be involved in this process? Because you would imagine Dak, go through really the rest of the NFCs, Jaden Daniels, maybe even Jackson Dart at this point. They would at least be given some, hey, input. What do you think about this? How do you think about the process of us getting your next play caller, the guy that's going to work with you? Dak has been very involved for the last, 5 or 6 years, I'd say, whenever they're getting a new play caller. So he's involved when they're talking to Kellen or his position coaches like Nussmeier. Quarterbacks are very particular. Apparently Jalen Hurts is not, or at least the Eagles don't want him to be. So after Nick Sirianni had said that he would be involved in the coordinator search, Jeremy Fowler was asked about this recently in an interview with Philadelphia media, and he had said that Jalen Hurts' involvement in the coordinator search was, quote, minimal at best, and there's some speculation about already within some people in the Eagles and around the league that they wonder if an inexperienced coordinator like Mannion will even be able to connect or be respected by Jalen Hurts. So this sounds like he was not even involved in the process at all. And now I wonder if when we start seeing Bo Nix talk the way he does about Sean Payton, or the way stuff gets talked about with J.J. McCarthy, I kind of wonder if this is one of the early indicators of we're starting to, the marriage is falling apart a little bit.
Jalen is going on this now kind of career judgment, a little bit like Lamar. Now, Lamar has won 2 MVPs, and I think everyone is settled on a high Lamar placer. But back to those Jeremy Fowler lists. 1 year top 10, 1 year off. 1 year best player in the NFL, the top 100 in the NFL Network, 1 year out of it. We couldn't decide. And I feel like we've done that with Jalen Hurts. There was a period where, we got to take him over Dak Prescott right now at this point. Is he a beautiful deep ball thrower? Is he putting it all together? And now we are settled on Jalen Hurts. In my opinion, I know Tom Brady disagrees. He got proven really wrong in the playoffs. We've settled on Jalen Hurts being an issue.
Yeah, I think that...
Have you?
Oh, yeah, for sure. He's absolutely a problem.
But have you changed your mind multiple times on him? I feel like we have on him.
A little bit, for sure. I mean, when you see a guy go...
Not Bobby, but...
Yeah, the top running backs list always fluctuates. Guys get hurt. Their production changes.
I think that's the big thing. It was when you have the superpower of running, you have to factor that in.
Yeah.
And it's he can run. But then this year, he did it.
Yeah.
And you can see how that affects him.
Yeah, I'd say he runs from accountability. He does that pretty well, it seems like. They're in Philadelphia.
Yeah, it's
the other thing that's very difficult with him is figuring out what type of dude he is. We have missed on that, too. Coming out at Alabama with what he did, selfless,
right?
Always $1 million smile.
Can I make an opposite comparison? The Lamar one's good. Can I make an opposite one that's...
All my comparisons are good. Number 10.
Is the trajectory a little more similar to Russell Wilson?
Yeah.
Where Russ, when he came in, was just like, oh, he's this bright, smiley guy. Look, he's winning Super Bowls already. Some people are like, he's kind of a runner. Can he really throw it that much? Russ had a period where he went through one of the better passers in the NFL. So that's probably the difference. So it's like a more compact version, it feels like, of what happened with Russ, where people are like, we love him. Then very quickly it turned into he's kind of a douche.
The moment
it doesn't seem like he's really that
winning
way.
Super Bowls.
Yeah, but...
Because, when he came when he was at Alabama, we thought ultimate teammate. He goes to Oklahoma, resurrects his career. Everybody felt happy for him.
I didn't.
Everybody felt happy for him at Oklahoma. When he comes to the draft, it's like, you know what? We'll see. We'll see. Smart pick, leader, maybe we'll see.
Yeah.
And then his career has been, we thought, really good leader, whatever. Turns out, not the case. And, we've been told from people who were close, he's a diva.
Russ is a good one. But I don't think Jalen is getting to this peak that Russ hit in about 2017. He went 34, 35, 31, 40 touchdowns.
Yeah, and when did that end?
That ended his last year in Seattle. He threw 25.
So, it sounds like Brian Schottenheimer really was what he needed. I just know. But, I think that's the difference. It's almost like a mini version of what Russell Wilson did. It wasn't like the full scale. It's almost like a Cliff Notes version of this is kind of what happened with Russ's career, but without the actual details of...
It'll be hilarious if they draft a quarterback.
Man, he's there's been buzz coming out of there that he is sensitive to that in previous years. Like, he does not want them picking even like 7th-round quarterbacks because he doesn't like it. There's still, I can't speak. Obviously, I can say what I hear with regard to stuff in Philadelphia. More specifically, though, for years there has been chatter in Texas high school circles about how difficult he was when he was playing in Houston as a high schooler. That how just intensely difficult he, and I think it was his dad, that they were really diva-like even back then and difficult to pin down. I kind of wonder if something broke with him, though. You know how you were talking about, like, Mike McDaniel broke at some point this season?
Yeah.
And it's like, where did the, like, guy who's just, I make jokes, and then he comes out and he starts talking like Joe Mazzulla. When you go back and watch Jalen Hurts do the John Gruden quarterback camp, that does not seem like the same human being at all. Like, he's super, like, personable, and he's laughing, and he's not mumbling, and he's, playing along with Gruden's stuff. And he was like, I remember watching that and being like, wow, he's got a big personality. And he is the exact opposite now. He is just mumbling, it seems like death. And maybe that's honestly what Philly takes out of you.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I mean, you don't want to make a mistake. Mm-hmm. So you just say nothing. You get kind of forced into a shell.
Yeah, and
those fans take it as a badge of honor.
It's just become really bizarre that early on the comparisons with him were actually Dak. That was what people tried to compare the most frequently. They're like, he's like kind of an intangibles guy more than anything else. And now it's gone the reverse where it's like people would put his intangibles or his leadership traits or other things like that, it feels like lower on the list.
Yep.
But he is, I think in Fowler's list last year, he said that is that has no doubt about it become the most polarizing quarterback in the NFL when he gets responses. Where you have some people who talk about him like, yeah, that's 100% a top 5, to where other people are like, I wouldn't have him start on my football team. Like, he's just not very good. Speaking of guys who should start on the football team, George Pickens. He should start on this Cowboys football team. A bunch of different Cowboys Pro Bowlers have been out here this week, training in the gym with Chiafalo, doing various things there. But because they had media day yesterday, a bunch of Cowboys were able to be accessible, talk about the offseason in ways that they don't typically. I think this was 20 minutes of availability. All this video you see yesterday was literally just they threw guys on the field for 20 minutes and you had to run around and pick and decide what to do.
Yeah, Nick and Tommy were saying that it was it was the most easy. Every player was wanting to talk. It was like,
yeah, it's open, but it's kind of a free for all. It's like a supermarket sweep. Like, put as much in your basket as you can. You've only got 2 minutes to do this. But with the question yesterday, one of the things George Pickens had said, he was talking to Tommy Yarish. And Tommy Yarish had asked him, hey, you're entering the offseason, talking about his value. George Pickens quotes Tommy, price of the brick went up. He said, I feel like, if anything, my value went up. But me personally, my value is just a playmaker type of guy. I feel like any team or wherever I play, I can be playing in Canada. I just want them to know that I'm definitely a playmaker. And this is
And Calvin Watkins reported they have not started discussions.
Yeah, well, because they would only have them directly with George, it sounds like. Anyway. So, but this is the indicator that we've had that it does feel like we're heading for. It doesn't necessarily have to be a Micah kind of tension, but it definitely feels like we're heading to a standoff of like, yeah, we know there's disagreement. I don't even know that there's disagreement. I think they think he's good. I think they just want to see it for another year.
What's your point?
Drop it, Eric.
Here we go, Adam Schefter.
Hey, make them guess the name.
Okay.
For the news. They'll never get it. We'll run out of time.
The Giants are hiring an offensive coordinator. Who is it?
And you're going to love it.
Love it?
Dave Brown, their former quarterback.
Tony Romo.
No.
It's a name. It's not a crazy name.
He was getting head coach opportunities.
You're going to love it.
This is fantastic. Because they lost out on Todd Monken.
Was a head coach at one point.
I don't know who I'm. Did McCarthy already realize he couldn't cut it in Pittsburgh? Did he take the job there?
Paul Hackett.
No, I love the name.
I have no idea. Who?
Nathaniel Hackett. No, it's Matt Nagy.
Ew.
Oh God,
gross.
Nathaniel Hackett.
Even the Chiefs, who could have just brought him back. He's getting head coach opportunities. The Chiefs could have just brought him back. They're like, no, we want to bring back Bieniemy. See you later, Matt Nagy.
Okay, good luck. I mean, Jackson Dart is not a super intriguing piece of clay to mold, so that may be it. But you are getting Scattaboo back, having him roll around on his little wheelie, so that's a positive.
What is some of my favorite 3.5-yard runs I've ever seen?
Oh yeah, I mean, just
man, haters.
He's
great.
I like him.
I would think Eric likes him.
Yeah.
I do like him. I just know that he's
think-
not Mr. Explosive.
No, he's limited.
He
for
runs
sure.
faster on that scooter than he did in real life. I was the Roger Staubach line about years ago about Walt Garrison, where he goes, if you need a yard, Walt Garrison's going to get you 3. If you need 5 yards, Walt Garrison's going to get you 3. That's Cam Scatto.